Hello everyone, welcome to Carded Wisdom, cards that speak, insights that guide. Today we are going to continue with the second video in the Major Arcana series. We will learn the next two cards after the Fool and the Magician. We will follow this with a few guidance pulls for the collective and a few affirmation cards as well. So let's start today. The 0th and the 1st numbered cards were the Fool and the Magician. So our first card for today will be the High Priestess. The High Priestess is all about intuition, the subconscious mind, spiritual wisdom. Okay, so when she comes in your reading, you are asked to stay calm and composed, work with your intuition rather than your logical mind. Okay, now to look for the symbols in the card, she sits between two pillars, B and J. B stands for Boaz, which means in his strength, and J stands for Yakin, which means he establishes. The he here stands for God. So Boaz is all about the subconscious mind, the intuition, the feminine energy. And just like the pillar itself, pillars demonstrate, its contrast is what Yakin represents. It's action oriented. It's the masculine energy. It's structure and outward expression. Okay, so the High Priestess, behind her there is a veil, and the veil represents hidden knowledge, sacred wisdom. Okay, she is like a gatekeeper. This sacred knowledge or wisdom is not readily available to anyone and everyone at any given point of time. You have to be ready for it, you have to ask for it, you have to show the patience for it. Only then this will be given to you. What I remember when I tell you this is in the Bible, we have Matthew chapter 7 verse 7, which says, "Ask and you shall receive, seek and you shall find, knock and the door shall be opened to you." So this card reminds us of something similar. You have to ask in order to receive. Now, the veil also has the images of pomegranate on it. That represents abundance. Okay, she also has a crescent moon at her feet. This represents the divine feminine energy and basically cycles. Moon has its phases, right? So similarly, wisdom, the sacred deep truths come in phases. They are not always there. So there is a specific time, that is the right time for it to be revealed to you. Okay, she also has a scroll in her hand which seems to be half hidden, and it has the letters Torah on it. So this symbolizes that this reinforces the fact that sacred knowledge is partially hidden. You have to ask for it, you have to show the patience, you have to be ready for it, only then will you receive it. Okay, so that is about the High Priestess in general. So if you get this card in reverse in your readings, this would indicate that your intuition is blocked, there is some kind of emotional neglect, you are restricting your self-growth. Okay, so that is the High Priestess. It is numbered as Roman number 2, second card in the tarot. Now after the High Priestess, we have the Empress. The Empress is the mother figure of the tarot cards. She is the one in authority, as shown by the scepter in her hand or the golden wand. Okay, but unlike the usual kings and queens who have their thrones in palaces, her throne, if you see, is in the nature. This represents that she is deeply rooted and she has a very strong foundation in nature. This is also reinforced by the fact that her crown has stars on it. This shows her connection to cosmic forces of nature. She also has a heart-shaped shield. This represents that she protects heart, love, and self, basically your own being. She also has a dress or a robe with pomegranates on it, and also where she's sitting below that you see a yellow wheat field. So this represents abundance. The pomegranate and the wheat field together are representing abundance in the card. You also see a river flowing here that also represents abundance. So this card is all about creativity. This is all about the nurturing nature of a mother, the love, compassion. Okay. This card also indicates fertility. So in some readings, depending on the context, in some cases this may also represent pregnancy. Now, if this card comes in reverse in your reading, this would mean that your creativity is blocked or you are not working to explore your creative side. There may be some kind of emotional issues in relationships. Okay, there may be some kind of secrets in terms of relationships. And as far as personal growth is concerned, you are not practicing self-love, self-care, most probably when this comes. So these were the 2 cards that we had to complete in our learning section. We'll now take a look at what are the guidance messages that the collective needs to hear. Okay. Let's see. What are the messages that the collective needs to hear today? What are the messages that the collective needs to hear today? Okay, let's see. We have the 8 of Pentacles. Okay. Oh, we have the Empress itself. Major Arcana card. Okay. We also have the Page of Wands. I think we had this in our last reading as well for the collective. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is a very good card. This is basically you achieving everything you wanted. Okay, so whatever you're working for, you're going to be getting its results. Okay. So starting with the 8 of Pentacles, you are a very hardworking individual. This shows that you are working hard currently. Okay. You are also a master in what you do. You know your job very well. Okay, you are successful, be it work, be it education. Okay, so this is a very good card in your reading. We also have the Empress. So like I said, this would mean you are very creative. Again, this can be very important in your work or education field. You're also very loving, nurturing. So in case any of these things seem to be lacking or are the things that you don't practice, maybe this is a reminder for you to start practicing those values. Maybe you're too focused on work, or maybe you're too focused on your studies and you're not practicing love. You're not showing compassion. So try to inculcate those things. Okay. We also have the Page of Wands. So this is all about the exploration of potential new opportunities that come your way. Okay, so as you can see, he's holding this wand with a very proud face. So he's very interested to see what he can make out of the potential opportunities that he gets. And I think I told you last time in the last reading itself, there is a barren land on which he stands. So he's waiting to expand his knowledge, his learning, okay, and to make that land fruitful. He wants to grow things. It can be actual physical things, it can be in a metaphorical way as well. Okay, so overall the cards are all positive, the energy is good. So stay in that energy, see what it is that you can do extra to add to that energy. Okay, we'll also pull a couple of affirmation cards to see what it is that the collective can choose to focus on. Let's see. So we have, I uphold my values in every aspect of my life, inspiring others to do the same. This is related to values. Next, we have two cards, okay. All three are related to values, okay. I stay at the forefront of technological innovation, driving impact and growth. And the last card, I am dedicated to my family's happiness and well-being, providing them with wonderful experiences. Okay. So if these affirmations resonate with you, or if you think that is something that you can work on, please feel free to write it down. Please feel free to try to inculcate that in life. So this was your reading. If something resonated with you, please take it. If something didn't, please leave it behind. I hope to see you in the next video, where we dive into the next two cards of the Major Arcana series. And thank you for tuning in. See you in the next one.